Hello, and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So, I have some bad news. The footage you are seeing now is the footage from the video that was supposed to be uploaded today. However, because I made a mistake when I started recording, my capture card only recorded the video and not the audio. As such, I will be giving a brief summary of the events that occurred in that video before moving on to today's video. Let's begin. I first start off by explaining that I had taken the time to level up several of my characters to level 40, although some were still lagging behind. Then, I moved on to start the wolf quest in Springvale. While the village was being attacked by the wolves, one of the villagers had been confronted by a wolf, scaring him so badly that he was unable to stand for a little while. After some discussion, Amber and I decided to go meet Razor in the Wolvendom Forest. At this point, I was assuming that Razor would recognize Amber because of his description of the red, burny night girl that had tried to help the wolves in the past but failed to do so. When I got there, Razor revealed that he doesn't recognize Amber, and that there is a different person from the Knights of Favonius that matches her description. He then told me that he sent his wolf pack away, and that some bad people are coming. Shortly after, he revealed that he smells blood. I went to where it is and found out that it is wolf blood. Blood. Razor then explains a concept called lupicol, which is the act of a wolf accepting a human as its own, or a human accepting a wolf. Amber wonders where the word lupicol comes from, and Razor explains that it's the guardian of the land had told him, before running off again to find the wolf that had been hurt. Upon catching up with Razor, I found the wolf injured on the ground. Razor explained that the bad men he was talking about before did it. When Amber tries to confront him about Springvale being attacked, he reveals that it wasn't his pack that had done it, but rather some wolves from somewhere else. He then takes the wolf we found to the guardian of the land. After catching up with Razor again, he asked me to get some wolf hook, which is a type of plant. I already had some, so I gave it to him. The bad men showed up, one of which was the one who had been scared by the wolf back in Springvale. They began to criticize Razor for siding with the wolves over humans. Then the guardian of the land, Boreas, came out and attacked, which is this giant wolf, as you can see, causing those people to flee. After a short fight with them, Boreas tells Razor to leave the matter concerning the wolf packs alone because he is human and not a wolf. Although reluctant, Razor finally agrees, and then Boreas tells me that he is willing to train me. And that wrapped up this quest. Before I left, I challenged Boreas again and won. Then I moved on to the Dawn Winery, where I proceeded to do 2 quests. One of them was a quest where I swept up some dust off the ground, and the other involved me removing some hilly churl barricades. You know, it's not very exciting stuff. I finished them pretty fast, and then I went to go meet the marvelous merchant himself, Lyven. After giving him what he wanted and taking what I wanted in return, I set course for Liyue. After arriving in Liyue, Paimon explains that we were lucky that Venti had told us about the rite of dissension in which the Geo-Archon, Rex Lapis, also called Morax, but they don't want you to call him Morax in Liyue because only people who are native to Liyue are allowed to call him that. Descends on the land. Otherwise, we would have missed this event if Venti hadn't told us about it. Unfortunately, Paimon isn't sure of the exact day that it takes place and suggests asking the locals about it. Unfortunately, when I attempted to do it, the quest couldn't be started because I had to complete a different quest first. The quest in question was called Justice for Book's Sake, which requires us to obtain the Tevat travel guide for Liyue. Unfortunately, the bookstore in Liyue didn't have it in stock. She recommended going to Cheng the Ninth's place to obtain it because he is an avid book collector. After explaining that Cheng the Ninth lives in Kangxi village, Zheng Qiu butts in and asks if the book he is looking for is in as well. After some discussion and learning that it isn't, he decides to go with me to Cheng's place. When he met Cheng, we learned that he was forced to sell the book collection to pay off his debts. When Zhang Qiu asks if Chang has the book he is looking for, Chang admits that it's the only book he was unwilling to sell. It is at this moment that a thug shows up and tries to force Chang to sell some core lapis that he has at a 70% discount. Chang refuses, and the thug starts threatening him with someone called Gentry Mousei. In order to protect Chang, Zhang Qiu reveals that he is a Guhua disciple, which is met with mockery by the thug. The thug leaves after giving a final warning. Zhang Qiu then asks Chang if he can borrow the book, to which Chang reluctantly agrees because Zhang Qiu had helped him when he needed it, despite not believing Zhang Qiu's claim about being a Guhua disciple. After leaving, we meet up with Zhang Qiu again, and Zhang Qiu and I decide to go help Chang. While talking, the thug shows up with some backup, including the Fatui. A fight broke out and I won, causing them to flee. Zhang Qiu, determined to help Chang, suggests I go see Gentry Mousei, who is the leader of the thug we met a couple of times now. Agreeing to do so, I follow Zhang Qiu's instructions, to where Gentry Mousei lives, only to discover that he isn't it. Paimon tricks the guard into telling us where Gentry Mousei is, and we proceed to that location. When I got there, Gentry Mousei is meeting with a member of the Fatui. After eavesdropping on their conversation, I went to tell Zhang Qiu about it. He left me with some more instructions to go to the Feiyun Commerce Guild for help. After going there and meeting with members of the guild, we were given some money to go and buy all of the core lapis in Niue. After traveling all over the place, including in the city, outside the city, as well as Chang's place, to buy the core lapis, I was then told to go meet the people from the Feiyun Commerce Guild. And that is where I am at now. I'm at this teleporter right here, as you can see. I apologize for having to summarize the events like this. I really should have paid more attention when recording. Anyways, now you are caught up, so on with the main video.
Guess we can rest a bit.
Welcome. The final act in this drama would not be complete without you two here as audience.
You better believe it! We're the ones who've been doing all the work! What exactly have you been doing all this time?
Well, naturally, I used the time to immerse myself completely in Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I managed to finish the book off, and I enjoyed every minute of it. Divine Halberd, an ominous sword. Mir and Wei Yang. The way the story develops across the first 5 volumes. Nothing short of exemplary. But the 6th volume? Words fail me. How blessed we are to have such an author grace our world with such works.
And this is related to Gentry Mousei. How?
It's not. But when something surpasses expectations to such a degree, one must show one's appreciation. And it is thanks to your help that everything will play out just as I had foreseen.
Why does Paimon have to be the only one who doesn't get what's going on? No fair! So go on then, tell me, what are we doing here? And what's this big dramatic showdown thing that's supposed to happen?
Think about it. Gentry Mousei goes searching for core lapis all over Liyue Harbor, and he doesn't find a single piece. He panics. Without the goods, he can't fulfill his contract. And if he can't fulfill his contract, he can't stay in good standing with the Fatui. He hears a rumor that the Feiyun Commerce Guild is the culprit. Panic turns to disbelief. Genshin Impact is a hugely powerful figure in the business world. Never has anyone dared to target him like this. So regardless of whether it is revenge or a swift resolution that he seeks, he is certain to...
So it was you! You were the one sticking your necks out for Chang the Ninth!
Speak of the devil.
I went everywhere trying to find someone selling core lapis before I realized the Feiyun Commerce Guild had been on an acquisition spree. Core lapis is hardly a rare mineral, and yet suddenly the stocks dry up, just like that. Explain yourselves. What is the meaning of this persecution?
We are not persecuting you, but protecting another, one to whom I am indebted. Upon witnessing an injustice, it is a perfectly normal response to rush to the aid of he who has been wronged. Was it not one of your own men who said, "This isn't over"?
You clearly don't know what's good for you. I won't, Master, if you please. Seize their core lapis!
Time to act.
You're open!
Time to act. Body and mind.
Get out of here. I'm out.
Rain, outline. Time to act. Rain outlines your fate.
No escape. You can't run from death. Impressive. You are no commoners. To continue this fight would be to incur greater losses than I can accept.
Okay, I was not recording the audio this whole time. Such a silly mistake to make. Well, you've seen everything up to this point. I was explaining earlier that I leveled up all my characters to 40 and even got them ascended. I'm not going to explain any more than that. You've seen everything else so far. So yeah, let's start this, or continue this rather.
Their strength is almost spent. Finish them off! The core lapis is almost within our grasp.
Might I remind you that the Fatui's relationship with you extends to business matters only? I did not lend you my men to have them stir up trouble at your beck and call.
What are you saying? Master, everything I did with only one thing in mind. To complete the order.
Then figure it out by yourself.
Don't go. Wait! Master, wait!
My lord, what are you doing here? Are you hurt?
Thanks to this valiant young man, I am unscathed.
My lord?
My lord, I did not see that coming.
You? You are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
Indeed, my liege. I am Xingqiu, disciple of the Guhua clan and second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild manager, and I make no secret of it.
Drats! I've been played like a fiddle.
Gentry Moutsai. Coercion and intimidation are hardly the attributes of a respectable businessman. The problems that your business practices have created, I have sought to resolve through mine. I shudder to think what the Fatui will do with you if you fail to provide their core lapis.
You meddling swine. Well, go on. Tell me, What will you sell it for?
Since you asked Chang the Ninth for a discount of 70%, let's fight fire with fire, shall we? 3 times the market rate sounds fair, no?
How dare you subject me to such viciousness? This is a malicious and calculated attempt to run me into the ground.
Deep breaths now. This is a simple decision. Will you buy or not?
Fine. Have it your way. I'll find the money somehow. Happy now?
On behalf of the Feiyun Commerce Guild, I thank you for your business, and hope you will continue to do business with us in future.
You? Funny-speaking, book-reading, guhua geeking Xingqiu are the heir of the Feiyun Commerce Guild? So that massive stash of Mora you let us burn through in a day? That was from your private vault?
'Twas but a paltry sum. I got to make a very sound investment while putting Gentry Maltsai in his place. A classic 2 birds, 1 stone situation.
Appearances really can be deceiving.
You're too kind. You have valor in your heart, and that is worthy of admiration.
Yikes! Paimon's been calling you Guhua Geek this whole time! Paimon read in one of these martial artist novels that when rich heirs like you get angry at someone, you have their arms and legs chopped off! Paimon's toast! And sorry, very sorry! Please don't hurt Paimon!
Calm down. Since you can fly, you hardly need your legs anyway.
Save me! Save me! This is not a drill! Repeat, this is not a drill!
He's so obviously joking.
Jokes aside, I have the 2 of you to thank for this successful resolution. Really, you were a huge help. Meanwhile, Legend of the Shattered Halberd was positively riveting. Much obliged if you could return it to Chang the Ninth for me.
You're making us run yet another errand?
I did nothing, and hence deserve none of his gratitude. The 2 of you, meanwhile, though strangers to the circumstances, stepped in and saved the day. To have made such valiant and chivalrous friends is more than enough for me, my liege.
My lord, forgive the intrusion. It's about your father.
Please inform my father thusly. I have averted a disaster and earned a sizable sum of money in the process. Might this meritorious act compensate for my prior transgressions and earn me a few more days of freedom, perchance? Legend of the Shattered Halberd speaks of a domain that I should very much like to investigate.
For all your clever long words, the fact is you're just a lazy bones who doesn't want to work.
What if I told you that a reward awaits you at Chang the Ninth's palace, and not just his gratitude?
A reward? Well, that sweetens the deal somewhat.
It seems whatever I say, there's no persuading you to stay.
Why didn't you tell us Shang Qiu was the Feiyun heir?
Oh, I didn't realize you weren't aware.
Thank you in advance for returning the book for me. I will take my leave now. May we meet again, fellow merchants.
Okay. Oh wait, I'm supposed to go to... Yeah. It's currently in my possession. I wonder if you're supposed to read it before, you know what? Even though I'm not going to read it, I will pretend to read it by going through it really fast. Just in case, wherever it may be. I don't know where it's at. Oh, there it is. Right? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, it's right here. Right here, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna pretend to read it so that way it'll be considered read by the game. In case there's some kind of like a, what do you call it, achievement related to that. Every time I try to select a teleporter, if it's next to a pin, or a quest objective, or anything, it automatically prioritizes those things. Now, to a certain extent, I appreciate that. But at the same time, I wish that it would prioritize the thing that the cursor is mostly over. And in that case, it was the teleporter. It's irritating. Very, very irritating. Wait a second. This doesn't look... Oh, okay. I had to climb up these every single time I wanted to get to Chang the Ninth's place. Well, I didn't have to climb up the ladders, but I chose to because it makes more sense than just climbing straight up a rock wall. Hello, Chang the Ninth.
Finally, you're back. This morning, the pawnbroker showed up and gave me back my entire collection. I'm positive that you must have been behind this once again. Thank you. Thank you from the bottom of my heart.
Actually, that wasn't us.
Please don't say that. You have no idea how much this means to me. The Chang family was a prestigious household in Liyue back in the day. Unfortunately, after I took over the family's affairs as heir, a series of business setbacks devoured our fortune. Since then, I've saved for years, hoping to restore the house to its former glory. In the end, everything was riding on this core lapis deal. Were it not for you, this barren wasteland in the mountains would have become my final resting place.
Wow, that's the second heir we've met in this town.
I'm sorry, what?
Nothing? Oh, here's your book back.
Wonderful. Legend of the Shattered Halberd. I was beginning to think that Guhua rascal had swindled me.
Do people really look down on the Guhua clan so much?
Actually, the art is centuries old and was once held in high esteem. But now it has faded beyond recognition. To instigate a revival, you need to inject some fresh blood, but it's hard to attract budding young talent to a dying art. And so it becomes a vicious cycle. In any case, Guhua kids these days. Take that young rascal Xingqiu, for instance. For all his talk about repaying kindness with kindness and whatnot, what has he done to show for it? You're the ones who've displayed a genuine sense of responsibility.
Oh yeah, I got two things to say. One, Shengqiu, I think that's how he said it. I've been saying it the wrong way this whole time, and I knew that I was saying it the wrong way, but man. Second is I'm gonna read this off now. He's better than you give him credit for.
What does it matter? Anyway, you wanted the Liyue volume of the Teyvat Travel Guide, didn't you? I'll fetch it for you. It's yours to keep. In addition, here is but a small token of appreciation for your huge generosity.
Finally, our trip was worth it after all.
My ore is sold, and my treasured books have returned. I can't believe it. What? What?
That was weird.
What was that? Paimon saw something fall out.
Oh, nothing. That little rascal surely isn't...
Well, at least he figured out part of the truth. And the quest even says it's going to continue in the future.
Now
Carol.
I can get back everything I lost.
I want to make sure of something. Okay. May as well talk to him for a second. What wind has brought you today? Please, come in. Have we met? You don't remember me? It's me, Chang the Ninth. You once bought a mountain of core lapis from me? Like, we literally were just talking 5 seconds ago about it? I imagine you met a great many people. It's to be expected that you wouldn't remember. I remember when I used to do business on the Feiyun Slope, people would fight to do business with me. Not like now. Well, that's funny. This game, man, sometimes the little oddities like that make me laugh. Okay. Now I have a total of 3 of those types of quests, and then the Rite of Dissension. Now, in the previous video, I actually wanted to do the Rite of Dissension, but the one of the characters was unavailable. But now I'm actually going to do the world quest because, why not? So, I am going to start with this one right here. And the reason why is because of the key that you get as a reward. So, let's go all the way down to Liyue Harbor. And it's going to be in this little district here. I also went around and got all the teleporters in Liyue activated. There's like only a couple that haven't been activated, like the like some of the domains. The reason why is because I either couldn't solve the puzzle related to it. Oh wait, no. Yeah, there was one that I couldn't solve the puzzle to, and then another one that I could, but I chose not to because it looked really special. And I thought to myself, I'd rather do that on camera. Let's see. Another thing I wanted to say is that, talk to Catherine.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
Before I continue this little conversation, I wanted to say that I had finished the quest of Liben, that merchant guy that gives you like the little presents. It wasn't all that interesting. It was just standard quest. That's all. Very, you talk to him for a little bit, and then you give him the item that he wants, and then you get the item that you want, and so on and so forth. Okay. I have a letter for you.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild.
I suspect this is for you. A letter for me? Oh, so you're an adventurer from Mondstadt? What's this, a dandelion? Why is there a dandelion in the envelope? Adventurer, did you place this dandelion in the envelope to try and prove you're from Mondstadt? There's really no need. There's more than enough information contained in this letter to establish your identity and background. I bet it was Catherine. Catherine? Oh, you mean Mondstadt, Catherine. Yeah, because I'm talking yeah, never mind. It's confusing. Why did she put a dandelion in with that letter? Very odd. A dandelion isn't much use to an adventurer now, is it? Not that it really matters, of course. This letter from Mondstadt Adventurers Guild says that you're a highly experienced adventurer. If that's true, I'm sure you're ready to take on commissions from the Liyue Adventurers Guild. A whole new world of wild adventure awaits. Wait a second. Wait a second. Whoops, I didn't mean to click on that. Commission.
Ad Astra.
Okay. What does she mean by commissions, though? Like, are all the commissions going to be taking place in Liyue now? I don't really mind. I've just gotten so used to doing all of them up here in Mondstadt area, so weird. That was it. That was the quest. You know what? Before I do any more, I'm gonna go all the way back up here. I wish the cursor moved faster. And I'm gonna go to there because that's the last and final shrine that I need to unlock in Mondstadt, at least to my knowledge. And I know that if I open it, my percentage for Mondstadt's, things that I've done in Mondstadt will increase. I don't know if it'll go up to max or whatever. I know that I'm fairly close to max, but I don't know how much opening up a shrine will actually help. And There it is. It's also nice to remove one of the pins. What's that? Looks fancy. Berries? Okay, it was just berries. I'll collect them. I thought it looked like, well, it looked red to me from above. I don't know why. Very odd. And open up. Give me my reward. And there we go. I've also got plenty of Primo gems too. Before that though, I'm gonna check out the achievements. Wow, I did boost up to 100%. Claim this. And claim this. I'm a little bit surprised by that. I mean, I knew I was fairly thorough, and I know, well, there still should be treasure chests in Mondstadt that I'm missing, because I only have 426 according to this, and 51 Sealies. I don't know where if there'd be more than 51 of those, but anyways, the next thing I want to do is a wish. I should have probably done this earlier, but thankfully I didn't, because I, you know, having the volume off, or not volume, but the microphone off, crazy. Okay, I'm actually gonna use these two things very fast, because why not? I had them in my inventory for a little while, and I was saying to myself that I should eventually use them. Okay, and I don't have any more of those, so I can now make 2 more wishes. I have to say, I'm no longer as enthusiastic about making wishes as I used to be, after finding out how hard it is just to get one character decently equipped. I mean, once you have a character, you have the character, so that's the good thing about it, but it's kind of like a situation where if you don't have the character, then you don't have to worry about them. I'm going to remove that little pin. Whoops, I didn't mean to exit. Okay, actually, now I think about it, I really should check this. So, it's probably a good thing that I exited and I accidentally re-entered. I will go to do this, I think. You know what? Chiaguian. I'll do that after all. Okay. And teleport waypoint. Before I want to say this little area right here that I have that little marker in, you know, this spot right here, has a boss that is very interesting. It's very unique compared to the other bosses, and I may eventually show it. Not in this video, but in a different video, because I thought that the boss was just so unique. I'm not even going to explain what the boss does, just because of how unique it was. I had fought it because I needed the materials from it in order to have some of my characters ascend. Okay. Now I'm supposed to be looking for locals in this area. Look at all the doom and gloom. I don't have my Earth-based power at the moment, and I could switch out Noel to get it, but I'm not going to. I'm gonna just complete this very fast. Did I ever mark that down? Where'd he go? Oh, he's flying all the way up there. Isn't that a little bit unfair, dude? Like, how am I supposed to get to you? I didn't want this to be some kind of wild goose chase. And there we go. It's like, sometimes they make decisions in this game that make no sense. Like, they literally make no sense at all. In a situation like that, it should not have stopped in the middle of the air like that. Because if I have to jump higher to reach it, like if I have to climb up something to reach it, and then have to climb back up again, that's just bad design. Okay, now I'm supposed to talk to the locals. There should be a local up here. Hello, Dong Dong. Wow, you look like a traveler, are you? Yes. Wow, cool. You must have been to so many cool places and seen so many cool things. My dad's a sailor with the Crux fleet. They travel all around the world and go on adventures every day. He's a proper hero. He doesn't come home much, but he always sends me letters about the coolest, most exciting things that happen on his journeys. Hee hee. When I'm older, I'm going to join the Crux fleet too. Then I'll be able to see all the stuff for myself. How cool would that be? Good luck and you can do it. Thanks, you're one of the few people in the village to encourage me. All the other villages say I'll never be a big hero like my dad because I don't drink my milk. But who says heroes have to drink milk? That's so weird. Still, it'd be a shame to let it all go to waste. Why don't you take it instead? Just don't tell anyone, okay? It's raining right now. I don't know if I want it or not. I'm gonna take this letter to Dong Dong because I'm a thief. And the game allows me to do it. Are there any other NPCs up here that I could potentially talk to? I don't see any. I have to say, I don't know why, but when games do the rain thing, I really like it. Hello, Miller.
I love how fresh the air is here.
Hello, how do you do? We don't often see young people like you. What do you sell here? Would you like some tofu? I can guarantee that ours will surely satisfy you. May as well buy the recipes. Gotta be careful of how much money I spend, but I can at least take advantage of this to buy up the stock that she has. I don't need the silk flowers or gaze lilies. Holy crap, the gaze lilies? Look at how that's priced. Or glaze lilies, I mean, I can find those casually on the ground around this little town here. Why would I ever pay 50,000 per? That's insane. Like, wow. Wow, I'm shocked right now. Hello, Granny Ruo, I don't even know how to say her name. Hello, traveler. Welcome to the Kingshi village. Are you the village chief? Actually, I'm not, but after doing the same kind of work as a village chief for so long, it's what everyone calls me. Ours is a gentle and peaceful village surrounded by clear waters and beautiful mountains. Life is pleasant here, and we don't want for food or water. The only problem is that because it's too quiet here, the young people have all moved away to Liyue Harbor, or elsewhere in Tivat. We've not enough people left to share the work of the village. We old folks have the responsibility of tending to the fields and looking after the grandchildren, so that our sons and daughters can work in whatever far-flung place they want without needing to worry about the family. Huh. I'm gonna collect the book here. I didn't know it was a book before, but it's a good thing that I collected it anyways. I mean, I figured there might be... Oh, another book. figured there might be something like that. Somewhere. Okay, so this is obviously the wrong area. Look at that. That looks special. Those 4 slimes making a square. I don't know. I haven't really been exploring Liyue like I thought I was going to yet. The reason why is because it's just so big that I'm intimidated by it. It's like casually doing stuff in Liyue so far is okay, but I don't know why. It's just the way Liyue opens up, I guess, that intimidates me. Not to mention that it has a lot more mountains and stuff. Mondstadt was fairly flat, but with Liyue you have to go upward more so than anything else. What is this, a tree? And one of these. Butterfly. You know what, I'll do this challenge. Okay. Perfect, because I happen to have a character that can just completely destroy them all. And they're dead. I like how powerful that is when you actually hit every enemy with it. Especially if they're weak. I thought that one was going to be a little bit different. Man, where could it be? Is that him? Is that the person I'm supposed to talk to? Pick up the Juyan chilies. Hello, little Jing. Do you know what the most important thing is to have if you want to be an adventurer? Excuse me, do you know anything about fragments? Fragments? No, I don't. You should go ask Granny. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's funny. That is so funny. I was literally just talking to her. Ah, boy. Whatever. Why is it... Why do I... Oh, that's why. I may as well collect it now that I'm here. Oh my goodness. Okay, good. I was about to say, did I just literally fall short? But no. I may as well collect this as well. You're not gonna force me to be in the air again, are ya? Because that would suck. Hanfeng Coldblade, huh? Where are you going? Weird thing. Weird. It's going up here. After a while playing this game, you start to notice the easier ways of climbing up this stuff. Oh. Yeah, I could have chosen to climb straight up the wall, but why climb up the wall when you have, like, almost a natural staircase? Okay, she's all the way up there. And you know what? I'm gonna just teleport to her. I hope that it loads fairly fast because I'm in the area, but who knows? Sometimes it loads fast, sometimes it doesn't. It's a little bit odd. Anyways. Oh, and did I mention already that I am at adventure rank 34? I may have said it while the game wasn't recording, but yeah, I'm at adventure rank 34. Hello, traveler. Welcome to Kingshi Village. I have this fragment. A fragment of Found something curious, have you? Let me see. Heh, no wonder you can't make head or tails of it. This isn't writing on here, it's a drawing. Long, long ago, before writing was invented, people recorded events with pictures. Look, this symbol here depicts the Chi, a legendary beast. It looks like the full symbol must have been very large and complex. This is only part of it, but it's enough for me to recognize it by. My guess is that this depicts the battle between the Geolord and the Chi, but it's hard to be more specific from just this one piece. If you had all the pieces, could you make sense of it? Oh, I don't know about that. No guarantee. But what I can guarantee is that without all the pieces, I certainly can't make sense of it. Watch me, I'll find the rest in no time. Hehe, so much enthusiasm. I like that about young people. Given what this fragment is showing, I'd say that you really want to find the other fragments. Here's what you should do. According to the legend of the Geolord and the Chi, the battle took place at a great height. So you could try your luck on the mountaintops around here. Beyond that, there are many traces of battle in this area. Ruins would be a sensible place to look. In every conflict, there is a losing side. The legend tells that after defeating the Chi, the Geolord instructed our forebears to erect Geo-statues to crush the Chi's remaining power. I guess you would have a higher chance of finding things to do with the Chi in places with lots of Geo-statues. For example, there are many Geo-statues erected west of the Kingsea village. It's said at the very spot where the Geolord crushed the Chi. It's said that that is the spot. Okay, yeah. Maybe you'll strike lucky over there. Once you found all the fragments, bring them to me. I'll be waiting here. Okay. And a wild goose chase. I don't know why the game isn't letting me select it. Okay, it is selected. Head to the ruins, but it's not indicating. It's not showing me on the mini-map or the big map. I mean, I know that it's telling me go west, but still. Game, you better not be messing with me. I don't take kindly to being messed with. Very irritating. Having to search all over the place for something that the game could have at least given me a general idea of. This may actually be worse than the one quest. Having to search the rooftops. And that quest was already really bad. Go up here. I mean, it looks like there might be ruins there. I hope I'm wrong. That would suck. Me thinking that it was a good thing. Actually, I hope I'm right. What am I saying? I hope I'm right because that's a good thing if I know where it is. Right now, I have no idea. Oh yeah, that mountain right there is pretty tall. And she was talking about a tall mountain to the west. But that looks like the mountain that I'm seeing, so where could it be? Is it over here? Is it really all the way over here? That is just so... If that's really what they're talking about...
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
Head to the ruin to search for fragments. What ruin, game? You gotta tell me. I may have to figure this out off camera. Because this is kind of insane. I'm gonna read that again. One more time. You received some clues regarding a mysterious fragment from Granny Ruo. I'm not gonna say it. Ruojin, I guess. Yeah. One fragment is in the highest point of Kingsea Village. Another in the... Oh! In the highest point of King... Of course. Why did I only read the part that said about west? Okay, So... This is where I'm supposed to go. I can't believe I'm that stupid. If I just read it properly, I would have actually... And if I'd been paying attention to what she was saying, I just took west to the west as being what she was talking about. My goodness. Follow the path that it's laying out for me. That's a pretty tall mountain. It is a pretty tall mountain. Thankfully I can do that. And when you get to a certain height, it becomes a lot easier. I'm gonna collect this because it helps towards that 1 BP reward and collecting 100 of Liyue's specialties, because holy crap. Oh, I've been up here before. Wait a second. Its bones pierced, its spirit faded, its form and soul both decimated. It still did its flesh survive. Here stands a statue to watch in each direction. The windswept ruin, the snow-capped peak, the Adepti's abode, and the city of Liyue. Yeah, I've already done this. Which begs the question... What does it mean by fragments? Another is in a statue, is in a nearby ruin, and the clue to yet another may be found in the Geo statue to the west of Kingsea Village. Where? Oh, may as well collect that. This should be the highest point, right? They wouldn't consider that mountain the highest point, would they? Is there something really, really obvious that I'm missing? I am completely baffled right now. Completely and utterly baffled. Oh boy. This game, man.
It's good.
This is just so bizarre. Was this it? Not exactly a ruin, more like a shrine. But look at that. Incomplete writing. North. Wait, I did do that, right? North, southeast, northwest, northeast, southwest. I believe that's it, right? Did I do it wrong? The game isn't reacting, so I don't know. I mean, this is the right spot, right? Game? Hello? Are you going to help me, or are you going to just make things worse by not letting me know? Oh, I'm so irritated right now. And the clue to another may be found in the Geo statue of the West. You know what, I'm gonna go to the Geo statue.
I still have a lot to do at the guild. How about...
And... let's see. This is the only Geo statue in the West that I know of. I know that there are those bird statue puzzles. It's possible that the bird statue puzzles are the last thing I need to do. I mean, maybe I'm wrong. I remember thinking to myself, oh, okay, I'll go back and do those bird statue puzzles. And look at that. For some reason it's highlighting it. I wonder why. I wonder why. Okay, rotate the statue. Maybe point it towards that. Well, that cutscene there for just a split second reminded me of Legend of Zelda Wind Waker. Let's see. That's one of the statues. It's all the way over there. All the way over there. I like the fact that they added the clouds when you get to a certain height. It's pretty neat. Anyways. I gotta wait for my stamina to recover a little bit. Hopefully I can make it. There we go. Oh, look at that. They faced the treasure chest the wrong way. I believe it's up here. Yeah. It would have been funny if I had already done this quest. I believe it has to be faced that way, right? Which means that the next one is probably... There should be a total of 3 of them. I think. So there was one here, one here, one here maybe? I'm gonna teleport back over to this again. And fly over there. Let me see if I can figure this out. I'm gonna try to head over that way though. I mean, unfortunately, I'm not seeing any bright beacons of light like I was hoping I would see. Unless I'm blind. I wouldn't put it past myself to be blind. Me. Okay. Climb up to the top of this. Grab this. Happy accident. There. Okay. Obviously, I was wrong about the direction there. If I compare, it's somewhere over here. Hopefully I can make it to the top. You never know. Destroy this, collect this. Okay. I am beginning to wonder if my initial assumption, like this would be the logical place to me. Right here. Because it seems to match the distance that I need to travel. But I'm not seeing anything that indicates that this would be it. And I mean, would it be that mountain? I don't want to teleport again if I don't have to. Treasure chest right there. Giant monster over there. Maybe there's something down here that would indicate. Maybe I need to go down to the ground level. Wait a second. Oh my goodness. Game, you just love to do that, don't you? You just love to do that. Oh, let's just throw a random treasure chest at you because you happen to walk in the right spot. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Okay, why is it that this doesn't seem like it? Is my assumption wrong? Is it just completely wrong? I would assume that I'm supposed to create like a specific angle here Maybe it's on this mountain? I better remove the pin there. I already know where that was anyways. Maybe it's on this mountain. I honestly don't know. It's kind of odd. It looked like it was going to form some kind of special shape, but very baffling to me. How you can do that. I mean, maybe this over here. I mean, the game is a massive, giant open world, developers. There's only so many places. And maybe it's just me being stubborn and stupid, but... You know, I would, like, and refusing to read things properly, because that happens. But it still feels like there should be something more than just search this one little... I mean, just search. That's all it is just search. Hello? Are you gonna activate? Wait a second. Are you gonna activate? Maybe I've got to switch to a different character? Do this. I'll never understand these puzzles. Man. Could it be down really, really low? Maybe there's another platform out there that's like this. Yes, there is. Don't tell me. Don't tell me it was over there this whole time. Oh, man. If it was over there this whole time, I'm gonna be a little bit irritated. Like, who would put it right next to the other one? Isn't that just stupid? I think it's stupid. What's this? Observe the stone chair. This is a stone chair? There are 3 stone chairs around the stone table. Okay. And each one has a line of text engraved on it. There is a wine jar in front of the chair on the southwest side. Engraved on the chair is "Here sits retainer." There is a bowl and a pair of chopsticks in front of the chair on the north side. Engraved on the chair is "Here sits Guizong." There's nothing on the table in front of the chair on the southeast side. Engraved on this... Okay. Weird. Am I supposed to sit? I don't know. Very, very bizarre. Some of these quests are, I'm sure that if I thought about it for more than 5 seconds, I'd be able to figure it out, but I'm too lazy to do that right now because I'm trying to figure out this other stupid quest. I know there's a treasure chest right in front of me, but I guarantee you anything that there's going to be, enemies. I didn't mean to switch to her.
By royal decree.
I'm going to defeat the enemies anyways. I don't even care about what the enemies drop this time. That's how irritated I am. I mean, come on, game. Why? Why would they do this? Why do I keep heading off in the same direction? It's not going to change anything. It's just going to drive me insane even more. where could it be? I'll find it eventually. Oh my god, it's right there. Game, you messed with me for so long, and you didn't show that stupid beacon of light from far away. Or I was so blind that I didn't see it. One of the two. No, I'm ignoring the treasure chest. Screw the treasure chest. The treasure chest can stay. I don't care about it. All I care about is this stupid bird statue. My goodness. And what makes it even worse is it doesn't line up. It doesn't line up in the way that I thought it was going to. Whatever. Game, you can't pretend like that lines up. Okay, time to go back to the mountaintop. Oh, man. If this isn't one of the fragments, I'm going to be a little bit upset. Okay, activate. Well, that's cool. And will the game launch me high enough? Okay. What was that about? Oh. You gonna launch me all the way up, please? Okay. I have to say, that's interesting. What, am I at the highest point in the game or something? Is that what it was trying to tell me? Let me see. Reach the very top of the Canyon Peak, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if it's currently the highest place you can go to in the game. Huh. Okay. Well, this might have been worth it after all, but still irritating. So are you telling me that there really wasn't? This place above the clouds is built on the foundation of Plostrate, one of the marvels of the world. Its original purpose was to serve as my private sanctuary, somewhere where I could get away from the world and escape the highs and lows of normal life. Then the Adepti took over the place as somewhere they could focus on seeking ultimate truth and seclusion. Now that Taishan Mansion is sealed off, they finally returned the place to me. It's great to have it back, but I'm over it now. I want to get back to the world for a bit. I'll probably start with the Guili Plains. Blah. Fitting, really, a round trip to the plains of returning and departing. And also, as they are also known, hover around for a while and then hover away on a hovering stone, huh? Okay. Whatever. Now I'm wondering, where is the fragment? I didn't mean to do that. But then again, what's the point of... So I spent all this time... There's only so many places to the west of Kingshi Village, and this is the only place that has a geostatue. There isn't a geostatue anywhere else. This literally says geostatue when you click on it. Statue of the Seven, Geo. It's west, even though it's southwest, but it's still west of that place. And when you read this, it says, and the clue to yet another may be found in the geostatue. In it? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Just don't. Game. If I was supposed to examine the Geo statue this whole time, that's all I have to say is laugh. I'm just gonna laugh. I'm gonna laugh at the absurdity of it all. I'll do that very fast. I'll redeem these because I can. Bring my stamina up. And then, let's see. I don't think so then. What is going on with this quest? I am not even joking. What is going on with this quest? I do not know. I don't think it's possible. I think that I'm literally incapable of doing this quest. I have to put it on hold. I have to. There's nothing I can do about it. I'm just gonna go, I'm gonna go do this quest down here. I couldn't figure out a single thing about that quest, despite my attempts to do so.
By royal decree.
I mean, at least I'm able to get rid of these guys. Oh, come on. I thought that for just a second there that I was in trouble. Come on, man. I'm not really a fan of the big guys. Okay. May as well pick up these while I'm at it. I hate to have to do this, but I don't know if the story is going to continue and make them disappear. And I'd rather not find out the hard way.
You're open.
These guys are rare enough that it actually matters. They usually only appear during, what do you call it? The ley line blossoms. Okay. Treasure chest here. Is that all that was in the treasure chest? Was the treasure hoarder key? Hello. Hello, Alrani. Thank you so much. I thought I was truly finished. This group of treasure hoarders has been following me this entire time. Just as I had finally made some progress in my research and was thinking that it might be nice to find the treasure here and take it back with me, the treasure hoarders invaded my camp, nabbed me, and took me here. They kept questioning me as to the treasure's location and threatened to take my life if I refused to tell them. But if I had told them just like that, that really would have been the end of me. I should have listened to Soraya. She always insists that archaeologists like us should be focused on academic results instead of treasure. But I only get this much funding. A few essays won't be enough to break even on my travel expenses. I can't for the life of me say how Soraya's managed to stay in Liyue by herself for all this time. Just looking at her pile of rejected manuscripts makes me feel exhausted. What do you plan to do now? Well, what else? I've finished gathering my research material. As for the treasure, well, you can have it. I'm not repeating the convoluted thought process that brought me here. All you need to know is that the treasure is buried underneath the giant golden tree in the middle of Lingju Pass. Take it if you want it. I'll write its description down for you so you don't forget. I'll rest for a while and then I'll head back to my camp to gather up my things. I have to get out of here as soon as possible, lest some treasure hoarders come here. I have no idea how long it'll take for me to get to Wangshuin. I can only hope that Soraya hasn't left by the time I get there. If only Soraya could be my tutor. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Like, this is probably the last quest I'm doing. Because, holy crap. I'm still upset. I'm still mad. The game thoroughly angered me with that quest. If it wanted to make me mad, that was the way to do it. That was truly the only way to make me really mad. Oh, come on. That's funny.
No more words.
What? They... That was interesting. That was very interesting.
Retribution! It isn't time for a break yet.
Let's see, I'm gonna use her.
This should be fun.
I mean, come on. I hope that this is the treasure chest because, I mean, I still had to defeat these guys anyways. What the? You've got to be kidding.
No slacking off.
Why are these enemies so strong?
My duty.
Let's end this quickly.
Wow, I don't know what they were thinking about making this particular one so strong.
Let's dance! By royal decree!
I was afraid I was going to get hit there for a second.
End this quickly.
I should be switching over to him again. May as well pick up this while I'm at it. Sergeant's insignia. I mean, this is a really strong enemy. And I'm barely doing it very much damage. I know that fire is supposed to be able to do a decent amount of damage to these guys. Recruit, Sergeant. I doubt that this is the treasure. Which means that the treasure is probably right here. I got lucky. Nameless treasure, huh? It's probably something I can open up in the inventory. I've come across something like that before. I just don't know where it's located at. Oh wait, it should be all the way over here. Right? No? Where could it be? Game, don't mess with me. I'm not in the mood. I'm really not in the mood. Could it be all the way down here? Holy crap, I have a ton of artifacts. Could it be down here? Not seeing it amongst all that stuff. Oh, there it is, finally. Oh. Well, if I paid attention to what the quest had said... Oh, wait. I guess I'm gonna say this. This quest right here? The Chi of Guyan? Yeah. That quest. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You should really bring the Knights of Favoni.
I appreciate that quest very much. If only I could show how much appreciation I have for it right now. I would show everybody. My goodness. The problem is it gives you no direction. It just doesn't, it gives you nothing other than go search this broad, giant area and hope you find something that you don't even understand. I don't know what it means by fragments. How am I supposed to know what to look for in some ruins? There's hundreds of ruins in this game. Ruins nearby. What ruins nearby? The one thing I found that looked like it was having some kind of weird reaction, it didn't have any reaction to me interacting with it, so I don't know. You know what I'm gonna do? This is where I'm stopping. Okay, I'm gonna go over and do the this guy right here. This is the last thing I'm doing.
I still have a lot to do with the guild. How about you take a rest while I go back?
And I wanted to show people what it's like to fight him. I changed my mind about making that the last thing I was... The other thing, you know, leaving on that note. Yeah. I was really irritated. And then I thought to myself, you know what? I want to leave on a high note instead. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna leave on a high note of fighting this guy up here. Hopefully it'll work out. People didn't get the chance to see me fight against him properly, so... Okay, wait for my stamina to recover a little bit. And begin! Traveler, ready to test your skills? No, but I'm still going to anyways. Why, hello there, mister.
Retribution!
This standing in those areas where he creates those is dangerous.
Let the show begin.
Do that. I don't mind if I get frozen a little bit because I can heal. Come on, game. Give me a chance to actually attack him. The problem is that they don't really, they make this boss have a lot of HP, and then he has weird attacking patterns that don't really seem to be all that predictable. Like, I can tell that he was gonna do something there, but that's because his body stands to change. And getting frozen left and right. And
Retribution!
there we go.
Ready, steady, go!
Do that. Another thing that makes this guy difficult is that it's really hard to heal properly during it because of the frozen status. Thankfully, I think I have some kind of accessory on, or artifact rather, on D-Loop that helps with reducing the amount of time he spends frozen. Oh crap, gotta get out, gotta get out. Yeah, not very pleasant. Not very pleasant at all. Gotta just keep away. Gotta wait till he's done doing his thing.
Reveal thyself.
When I first fought him, that technique just went on until I finally, until the story finally continued. I was wondering, why is this technique never ending? It turned out that it was because the game wanted me to lose. Ah, crap. I forgot. Wind is not effective against this guy. Come on. I just want... Oh, crap. Why did I do that? That was stupid. Please get time to heal. I hate how laggy this is. I'm gonna heal up all three of them.
Retribution!
I wish that attack, when it's against big enemies like this, would... What do you call it? Would stop. Like, it would actually stop on the enemy. Instead of...
Let night fall.
Instead of doing what it does. Lovely.
Let the show begin.
Well, thankfully, during this, I can't be frozen. No need to panic. Just gotta keep him in my sights. And that's the end of it, I think. Oh wait, no. I just remembered he enters like a second phase, that's what it is. I remember thinking, wow, this second phase is so much easier. Because aside from the damage that he deals, which is a significant amount, it's better than not being able to touch him at all. Not to mention, he seems to like gain an even weaker, he seems to become even weaker to fire. Maybe it's my imagination.
Reveal the... Let the show begin.
But that's what I seem to think is going on. Oh crap. Better heal him very fast. And I'm almost there.
Retribution!
Maybe I can deal a little bit of fire damage with that. Maybe. I've got to heal again. Thankfully, the game has cursor memory, where it'll remember. Well, it's not cursor memory; it's more like menu memory. Because cursor memory just leaves the cursor on the last spot where you were at. Whereas this, it's more like the game remembers the last menu we were at. Good grief. I don't remember him being this hard. Oh, I can't eat with him?
By royal decree.
Well, maybe maybe I can finish him with visual. And that was fancy. Now I get my reward. What the? Oh. And it's a fair amount. I don't think I got any of the prototype weapons that time. Prototype weapons allow you to forge 4-star weapons at the blacksmith. Anyways, let me go back over to... I don't know where. I'm gonna go just over to here. Just any random statue. Oh, man. At least that's a bit of a higher note than before. Oh, I've got something to claim here, too. Oh, it's in the weekly missions. Oh, that's neat. I got a little bit of a reward there. Okay. Heal up. That's good. And now I am done. Thank you again for watching. Yep. I intend to do the Rite of Dissension quest next time, so hopefully somebody looks forward to it. Bye-bye.